Hi there everyone, my name's Damon Tindall. I'm an NGS blockchain mining specialist and business development manager. Well, in today's video, I want to cover why most Aussies' financial plan A seems to be failing in 2022. I think we'd all agree it's been an absolutely crazy year financially, and many people are really starting to question what's happened to them financially and what path are they on. Now, before we get started, I should just let you know this information is presented for educational purposes only and shouldn't be taken as financial advice. Now, as I mentioned, a lot of people are really getting frustrated about where they're heading financially and starting to question what's happening within our economy. So let's take a look at where we are now. Well, as you can see, inflation is at record highs of 5.1% in 2022. Now, the predictions are that inflation will continue to rise to 6 or 7%, and that's impacting what we do every single day. From going to the petrol bowser, we can see that many petrol prices are well over $2 a litre. That's impacting some of the decisions that we can make, such as taking the kids out on the weekend, going away on holidays, because of the cost of fuel, which is driven by inflation. We can also see it when we go to the supermarket. Lettuce at $10, for a bunch of lettuce now, and the cost of meat. We can see the impacts of inflation happening every single day in the supermarket. So inflation impacts us everywhere that we go, and it's likely to continue to rise. So interest rates are used to try and pull back inflation. The latest rate rise was at 50 basis points, and we're seeing speculation that interest rates will continue to rise by another 50 basis points next announcement, and beyond that, they'll continue to rise for the next 12 months to 2 years. That's in order to try and pull this inflation under control so that the cost of living is continuing to be brought back. So many economists are predicting a global recession in 2022-2023. That's going to roll over to impact Australia. So when we can see these combined effects of inflation, rising interest rates, and also a global recession, this is creating incredible financial distress and financial unease for many Australians. So let's take a look at why many Australians continue to fall further behind. So we've all probably experienced the feeling of the harder we work, the further we seem to be falling behind financially. Now, there's several reasons for that. Firstly, many Australians feel like they're losing purchasing power. And that's coming about because not only have we got increases in inflation, but we've also seen that many Australians are failing to see any significant rise in their wages. As such, when we combine stagnant wages growth and inflation, it results in a rising cost of living. So that money that you're actually earning in your wage doesn't go as far because of the impacts of inflation. Now, moving on there, we can also see then we're also experiencing record debt levels. So we've got personal debt, credit card debt, and now we're finding many Australians are starting to fall into the category of experiencing mortgage stress. That happens when property prices start to fall and interest rates continue to rise. So going back 12 months when interest rates were much lower than what they were now, and obviously we saw that what we know is the pandemic pump, when many governments were putting more and more money into the economy to encourage people to spend during the pandemic. What happened was that many Aussies went out and started to borrow to invest into houses, therefore getting a mortgage, as well as also increasing the levels of personal and credit card debt. Now, as interest rates continue to go up, it's creating more financial stress on Australians. So by putting more money into your mortgage, then obviously that's sacrificing other areas where you can put those funds. So many Australians are now failing to put enough money into superannuation. The risk is that many Australians will not be able to become self-funded retirees. So what options are there to get ahead financially? Well, firstly, we've got savings. Now, we know that if you've got your money parked in the bank, you may be getting around 0.5 to 1%, but then you've got to take into account the impacts of inflation. So with inflation being around 5%, it actually means that you're around negative 4 to 5% behind the 8 ball. So are savings going to get you to where you want to be? So next we have property. Now, we all know Australians love property. Many Aussies have investment property, or they've got a mortgage, or they want to buy their first house. However, with property currently at all-time highs or coming off all-time highs, there is definitely a risk of being able to take on massive debt. Just to get in the property market, you're looking anywhere from $500,000 of additional debt that you're taking on. Then you combine that with rising interest rates. So really it's creating a real negative impact on property buyers at the moment. So if we look at other asset classes, say for instance stocks or cryptocurrency, we've seen a significant bull run over the last 24 months. However, recently those markets have started to cool considerably. As such, there's a significant risk of deflation. So many Australians are also looking to take control of their superannuation. They're looking at ways that they can get a better rate of return while also being able to minimise fees. As such, many Australians are looking to diversify into alternative solutions that can help them to get ahead financially and help them to better prepare for their financial future or for their retirement. Now there's many reasons why Australians are turning to NGS to help them to implement a powerful financial plan B. Firstly, at NGS, we're able to help Australians to be able to generate returns ranging from 6 to 16% per annum. As well as being able to lock in a fixed rate of return, members also love the fact that they get back 100% of their initial capital back at the end of their term. Packages are available over 2, 3, 5, 7 and 10 years, and with all the current economic uncertainty, many of our members love the fact that they can lock in a fixed rate of return over a 7 and 10 year period, giving them confidence in being able to plan for a better financial future. Finally, our blockchain mining packages are available through cash or through a self-managed super fund. Now, if you'd like to learn more, you can contact us at ngscrypto.com or by calling 1300 001 647. Our representatives would love to have a chat with you on how they can help you to implement a powerful financial plan B. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and we look forward to having a chat to you soon.